Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Jabril Yusuf Faraj, and we are talking about all of the questions you have as an indie author on your self-publishing journey. Today, we're going to be talking about ISBN numbers. What do you do? Which one do you buy? Do you get the free ones? Everyone's giving away free ISBN numbers, but is that what we really want? If you're about to publish your first book, you may have questions about this. Hopefully, if you've already published, you're already doing it the right way, but we're gonna cross that bridge when we get there. So stay tuned, buckle in, and let's get right to it. If you've never published before, you may be wondering, ISBN numbers, what is that? How do I get one? The ISBN number essentially is that unique identifying number that every book has. It makes sure that when that book gets sold, you get royalties for it, and is just a way to identify that book within the larger ecosystem. It's essential for bookstores, libraries, anybody who is buying and stocking that book. Essentially, in the modern ecosystem, there are a lot of ways to get what passes for an ISBN number. Amazon gives out what they call ASINs. If you go to Ingram or Barnes & Noble, Draft to Digital, they all give the option to use one of their free ISBN numbers for your book. And that proposition may sound good right up front. You're a fledgling author about to publish your first book, and you want to keep the costs down. It's understandable. So you say, hey, free ISBN number? I don't have to go out here and pay for one. And look, those other ones, they're a little pricey. Take a second, step back, because this is absolutely something that you want to have within your control. When it comes to ISBN numbers, this is about owning your work in every sense of the word. Essentially, if you decide to go with that free ISBN from whatever platform it is that you're publishing on, you are locking yourself into their ecosystem. So that means if you ever have a problem with that platform, if you ever decide you want to move your book somewhere else, you are going to have to start all over, because essentially that number ties your book to all the reviews that you're getting. That's the big one. If you have your own ISBN number, you can move your book wherever you want, and you will retain all of that data that has been associated with that ISBN. Again, it sounds good at the outset. It's free. You don't have to pay anything. However, it really hamstrings you with what you're able to do in the future if you want to or need to move around. Say you're banned from KDP, you're banned from Draft to Digital or Barnes & Noble for some reason, for whatever reason. We've got, goodness knows, we've heard it happening, particularly on KDP. So you want to safeguard yourself, you want to protect yourself from being locked in to situations that you can't get out of and maneuver around in. I know what it's like being an indie author. You are always pinching pennies, trying to get the word out. Gosh, I have to have a website too. That's why I've chosen to go with tertulia.com for my official author website. Listen, websites out there, they're everywhere. It's overwhelming. What do I pick? Is it going to work for what I need? Is it going to be too expensive? You can hardly find a website that'll host a domain for less than $25 a month these days. Tertulia is only $9.99, and it is geared specifically toward indie authors like you and me. It looks great. It's so easy, and they are really passionate about supporting indie authors. Go over to tertulia.com, use the link in the description, create your account today, and get started. So the next question, of course, becomes, okay, I need to get an ISBN. How do I go about that? And if you've done any of your research, you have seen that ISBNs will run you in the neighborhood of about $100, maybe a little bit more, depending on where you go. The reputable place to get your ISBN numbers from is a service called Bowker. That is the one and only kind of database of ISBN numbers. That's where they're all held and referenced. Regardless of where you get your ISBNs, you will have to register them with Bowker in order to be absolutely completely official. I have heard of some people buying packs of ISBN numbers from shady Mexican cartels. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but I would be hesitant to go that route. I want to make sure that I'm doing things above board. I have used a service called ISBNservices.com. Essentially, it provides you with the same kind of standard ISBN that you would get through Bowker, just for a bit of a more affordable price. Again, it'll still run you in that $100 range, but as far as I'm concerned, that is a investment in my writing career, and it's a cost that is acceptable, you know, in order to make sure that, again, I have control over my work in every sense of the term, and I'm legitimate, and, you know, I don't have to worry about any other questions because I've done it the right way. So I will put that link in the description. If you want to, check out ISBNservices.com. They have been great for me. I've gotten maybe 7 or 8 ISBNs through them, and it's been, you know, easy sailing the entire time. Just to recap here, if you are a new author curious about whether you should go the free route or whether you should get your own ISBN, obviously it's up to you and what you want to accomplish, but again, you can't really go back. So I would make that investment, make sure that upfront you've got all your bases covered, you have control over your work, and that nothing is going to get in the way of that. Thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate you coming back as always. If you have any other questions about ISBNs or whatnot, drop it in the comments. I love to interact with you guys, and make sure to come back because we're answering all the questions that you have about your self-publishing journey. If there's anything that you want to know about that I don't have a video about yet, please get in touch with me here or on Instagram or X. I am accessible. I want to hear from you because I want to make sure that the stuff I'm putting out is what you guys want to hear about. So again, thank you so much. I appreciate you, and I'll see you next time.
Wait, hold on, don't say anything.
Action. Essentially, in welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Jibril Youssef Faraj, author of the award-winning